Make yourself some tea and take a deep breath, because today we're looking at a surprisingly beautiful LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising set. I'm Joe, and this is my review of LEGO set 71819, the Ninjago Dragonstone Shrine. Released in March 2024, this set has a piece count of 1,212 pieces and measures over 22 centimeters high, 17 centimeters wide, and 29 centimeters deep, and is based off of a location seen in Season 2 of the Ninjago Dragons Rising series. But first, let's take a look at what's inside the box. Inside this thick envelope, we get a 236-page landscape instruction booklet, which is way better than the portrait ones. We also get a modest sticker sheet with 5 stickers and a stack of 10 large plastic bags. And once you're done building, you should end up with this pile of extra bricks. Now, onto the set. And what a great looking set this is. I have to say that apart from the excellent Ninjago modular city sets and a few well-designed mechs, I've never really been too interested in Ninjago, but this set was way too eye-catching to ignore. The set has a very interesting, almost oval shape with a relatively small but solid base and some well thought out elements to give the set a well-rounded off look. Some of the highlights includes this flat stone training area, a cherry blossom tree, and of course this excellent stone dragon. But let's take a closer look, starting with the training area. The rock formation looks appropriately rocky, with a good mixture of light and dark grey pieces, as well as some olive green pieces to make it look mossy. The flat stone on top, where all the meditation and potentially fighting happens, actually has a neat play feature. By sliding this piece at the back from left to right, you can actually tip the rock back and forth to create a more exciting battle on top. And there's a few pink flowers scattered about that's obviously fallen off of the beautiful cherry blossom tree above. I love how the tree is growing out of the rock, and the variety of pink and white leaf pieces adds a great pop of color to contrast all the grey used in the set. Though I have to admit that building tree branches with leaves is probably my least favorite thing to do in LEGO, even if the end result is great. The main feature of the set is the dragon stone to the right. Again, I love how the rock formation was built, and all the olive green mossy bits look great. It's appropriately rocky while still being recognizable as, well, a dragon. The arm to the front can be moved around to get a variety of poses, but I kind of like the way it holds the root below, just like how the claw at the back is built around the support pillar. Very cool. One thing that looks a little bit odd to me are these grey canopy pieces at the back that almost looks like a turtle shell, but there's a reason for this, which we'll get to a little later. The dragon's head looks amazing, and the best part is the waterfall falling out of the mouth, and a little bit of that water is even visible in the eye socket. The back of the Dragonstone houses a 2-story interior that's packed full of a few interesting things. The top floor has a nice table where tea can be served, but the important part is the tile above that features a sticker of a rumored upcoming modular temple set, which is very exciting. At the back we get a table complete with burning candle, and another sticker tile that depicts a dragon, a sensei, and a scroll. But to the left of the room is where things get really interesting. By pressing on this blue book in the wall, it opens up that rocky shell at the back, which in turn gives you access to a mysterious book. The front of the book has the number 5 in Ninjago, and inside we get a sticker that seems to show the same character from the portrait before, and the number 1 in Ninjago. The ground floor below features a cave-like library with a few nice brick-built scrolls, but it's on top of the shelf where we get a very interesting Easter egg, because that crystal is actually a chi crystal from Chima, which is cool because Lord Raz is actually from the same realm as Chima. There's also 2 additional Easter eggs in the set, one being a hidden teapot of Tyran that's built into the set, and the second one is a little bit abstract, but the designer has said that there are hidden colorful bricks inside this model, which references the colors that they've used on the Master Wu and the 6-core Ninja minifigures. And finally we get to the base, where the waterfall ends in this beautiful rock pool. I really like the bubbling water build at the base of the waterfall, and it's really good to see these printed koi tiles again. I also like these stepping stones that run across the pond and onto the shore. Even the edges of the base got a lot of attention. The water running down the front and out the back looks excellent, and I appreciate these rock faces that hides most of the studs on the sides. The tree roots wrapping around the side of the base is also so amazing, and it gives the set a very organic look. Moving on to the figures, starting with Master Lloyd. And here he's seen wearing white robes instead of his usual green, but we still get some great dark and bright green accents along with some gold that works well with the white. He's also wearing some golden shoulder armor to complete his outfit. On his back we also get this nice green and gold dragon emblem. He comes with a dual molded hairpiece, and he also shows a great range of emotions with his face prints. Next up is Master Wu, and while I like the overall design of his robes, there's too much of a color difference between his dark torso and printed legs. His back has a nice golden emblem though that's half covered by his hood. And while it's hard to imagine a beardless Master Wu, it's a bit sad that it hides that nice dragon clasp design on his chest. Along with his beard, he also has a golden hat and his usual one-sided face print. Nia is wearing a standard Dragons Rising robes with some great looking silver and gold printing along with her golden monogram on the front. And at the back she has the same dragon emblem in a more water element design, but this will be covered up by the included blue shoulder wrap. Interestingly, she doesn't have a hood piece, but instead she has a dual molded hairpiece with a blue headband. She has double-sided head printing, but she has the mask on the one side, which is actually meant for a hood, though I don't mind the way it looks with a hairpiece. Kai is also in his standard Dragons Rising robe, but this time in red of course. The design is very similar to Nia's, but with different colors and golden monogram. I do like his emblem design more with those flames engulfing the dragon, but again sadly it will be covered up by the shoulder wrap. He also has a dual molded hairpiece with a red headband instead of a mask, and it's the same deal with his double-sided face printing, but again I think it looks kind of cool this way. Next up is Euphrasia, our new elemental master of wind and resident of the Cloud Kingdom. She's wearing this nice white and blue robe complete with a white hood, though we do get an extra hairpiece for her, which is nice. She has some fitting windy looking designs on her torso and legs, as well as on the back to finish off the robes. Her facial expressions are nice, but they're nothing new as they have been used for a number of other LEGO minifigures. Finally, we end with a one included villain, Lord Raz, dressed up in these very cool looking purple, black and blue Wolf Clan robes. There's also a nice bit of silver detailing, as well as those epic purple shoulders to complement the overall look. And on his back we get a good design with some Ninjago that spells out Raz. His black head mold looks good, and I like the pink markings on his head as well as the silver around his eyes. Naturally, each figure also comes with a load of accessories. Lloyd has his staff and sword combo, as well as a stickered book cover which reads Invite in Ninjago, and Wu has his golden staff with dual dragon hilts. Nia has twin sais with blue elements, while Kai wields a sword with an orange element. Euphrasia has a very cool staff that cleverly utilizes a golden mech finger, and Raz has a very big heavy axe. Tranquil, beautiful, and eye-catching. These are the three words that best describes this set for me. I love that older Ninjago fans were treated to such a detailed set that looks great on display while including some very well incorporated play features. I really appreciate the earthy colors used in the set that makes the pink of the leaves and blue of the water stand out so well. Of course, when it comes to value, it gets a little bit tricky because the set is much smaller than I expected for the price point. But with so much care and attention that clearly was put into this set, it wasn't a tough decision to pick it up. One thing though that I would like to do now is get my hands on one of those custom bases that LEGO has sent to influencers. It really goes a long way to complete the set, and it will look even better next to my Bonsai and Tranquil Garden sets. Anyways, let me know what you think about this set, and please consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you like this review and what we do. And as always, thanks for watching.